Welcome back, friends. This is the Crazy Counters team. V, Shekhar,
Hi,
Vijay, and Ram.
this is Vijay from Crazy Counters. I have with me V and Ram. We are going to talk about the game that just happened, Sunrisers Hyderabad and Chennai Super Kings game at Chennai. It was a heartbreaking loss for Sunrisers. There were quite a few changes in Hyderabad team. So, what do you think about those changes, V?
Hi guys, this is V. As far as the team, it looked pretty good. Unfortunately, we didn't have a Kane, so we got Shakib back in the team. I felt it was good, but except that I didn't like Bowie to be doing captaincy. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
Hey guys, from team composition perspective, I think the changes based on Kane's availability, I think the changes were pretty straightforward. The only thing was Nabi versus Sakib. You have to decide on. It's a toss perspective. I don't think we have any concerns, or at least I didn't have any concerns.
So, coming to our batting, so what do you think about how we started and how we ended?
Losing Brest early, I thought we might slow down initially, but Manish came into the side and he played exceptionally well and surprising everyone. I think it was amazing to watch him play those big shots, clean shots. And Warner was he did the usual. He played very well. I felt everything was good except the last 5 overs we could not accelerate enough. I thought we fell short at least 20-25 running. We had enough wickets in hand, but
I think we got off a good start losing Bairstow, but it's both Warner and Pandey played really good. I think we accelerated more than we would have thought with those two players. I was amazed by their running between the wickets, and it's humid conditions. Like an athlete like Warner was struggling. You could see he got out because he couldn't do anything more. He couldn't hit anything, and he ran enough. But Pandey was running too, even for the opposition guy when Vijay came in and all that. So I think we pointed it out. I think where we dropped the ball, kind of, all in the last 5-6 overs. I think we've done this. I think we don't seem to learn. I think that's probably our limitations.
Point of what really happened in the 5-6 overs. We seem to have all the wickets in hand. We seem to have a set batsman at one end. We got another batsman who had a reasonable time to get adjusted to. So what happened here?
The way he was going his strike rate against the bowlers, he didn't get it going. As he gets a boundary and then they start taking singles or dot balls come in, or step on the top gear and take it over. He played 20 balls, got only 26, which is not sufficient with so many wickets in hand. Was expecting at least 15 more runs for the same number of balls from him.
I think it boils down to the execution and planning, right, and strategy. I think he did the exact same thing, kind of, in the game earlier in the season. Yeah, he got away with it because he scored a couple boundaries at the end before he got out. This time he couldn't do it, but he does the exact same thing. He goes for a last six in the first 2-3 balls or 5 balls, and then once he hits that, then he thinks, okay, I got it, and then he just takes singles. After the 17 balls, he scored 19 runs in the last 5-6 overs. I can get Manish not scoring because he was tired and he was trying to go for it, but I don't understand the guy who came in. It's not even going for everything. What happens if he gets out in 15th, 16th, 17th over? Doesn't matter. You got enough players down to come and they scored like 8 runs, say, no over in the last 4 overs or something. That anyone can score.
I kind of agree with you guys. The only thing that I want to say is that Manish Pandey should have gotten out, say in the 14th, 15th over because he was tired. He brought his strike rate from 190 to 170 at the end of the innings. Along with that, Vijay Shankar, as you guys talked, and also sending Yusuf Pathan in the last over. That guy needs a few balls to get settled in. I don't know why the management sends him instead of Huda. Huda in the last game scored 12 runs of 3 balls. Yusuf Pathan in this game scored 5 runs of 4 balls. That is the difference between a win and a loss.
Right? Everyone knows it except Moody for some reason. So no one going to debate that. I think Huda, yes. Okay, leave about Huda. If the guys are bowling Yorkers and stuff, you guys need some unorthodox. And the commentators were saying, maybe send Rashid Khan. What the hell happened? He's going to get out anyway, first ball, second ball, or hit couple sixes or fours. Like, there was no paddle sweeps, there's no reverse sweep, there's no, nothing. They were not even trying any of those things. All of them. I'm not saying all four, anyone who batted in the last 5-6 overs. Yeah, the bowlers was bowling really good, spot on. Like, Bravo was bowling really good, Yorkers on the off stump. I understand that. But then you have to move around, do a reverse sweep with his pace, try something, right? They're not even trying any of that.
So basically, we fell short by like 20-25 runs.
And moving on to the bowling, that was still a respectable total. What do you think went right or wrong during the bowling?
Main thing was Bowie's captaincy. I don't understand why they give Bhuvaneshwar captaincy instead of giving it to Warner. Warner has been successful, dealing with it. I still not able to get over that. That's made a big difference how he was handling the bowlers. Was Shane Watson was batting? He didn't know whom to give the ball to, how to attack. He didn't know how to use a sixth bowler.
I guess from my perspective, I mean, I agree with most of the comments that we made. Much captaincy, and it boils down to the execution of the ballers. I have no clue what Sandeep Sharma was trying to do when Suresh Rana was trying to go. Means it's no, he was all over the place, and obviously once you under pressure, you go for run. Means I think it's just the execution was horrible. Apart from captaincy, the baller change, the ballers have to take. Well, it's their pride. I mean, you can't go for 5 fours or 4 fours in the sixth and over.
Is that the keeping and Rashid Khan, who is our trump bowler, seemed to select this game. What do you think about those two
I
aspects of the
think
game?
so too. Bristow was not himself in this game totally. With the bat and even behind the stumps, there were so many misses, which even went for fours. The catch drops. It might be a difficult one, but you expect those things to be taken.
That's a regulation in this day and age with the keepers catching everything. That he hit is right in the middle of his palm.
Shane
Can't
Watson
expect
would have won, way before he even scored 50.
Yeah, and we in our previous discussions have been talking about this, right? Because we said that in one of the games, his keeping will cost us, but we are okay with that because he's scoring so many runs for us.
Well, I think it has to be deflating for Rashid Khan too, because he's not picking him and like so was lucky to get that. But I'm saying 3 times in the over, twice he beat the batsman and the keeper, and plus a bye for, and then the third time we got lucky. This has to be difficult for Rashid Khan. Yeah, he did cost us. I don't know whether it means cost us the game or not, but we never know. Means they could have still chased it down.
I think it really messed up Rashid Khan because he was doing all the right things up until that point, but he was not getting the results for that, mostly because of the keeping. And he was showing his anger on Watson rather than Bairstow because of that. And as a result, I think he completely lost it because it's completely uncharacteristic for Rashid Khan to open his mouth. And as soon as he did that, I think he lost the battle with Watson and he went for a lot of runs after that.
That is where I want the captain to interfere, right? I didn't see that happening. If Kane was there, he would have calmed Rashid down. That's the experience these guys bring.
And you have to give it to like Watson after Bairstow dropped the catch. He's like, yeah, this is my day. After that, he went bonkers.
Yeah. On that note, I just want to mention that Shakib bowled really well. I know he was coming into the game after a long time, but given the amount of score that they were chasing, I think he bowled really well for us. I think more than anything, we miss Kane, the captain in this game, as you guys, for all the reasons that you guys just talked. Because I'm pretty sure with the amount of score that we had, he never had that luxury last year, right? He never had weak scores on the board. But with that amount of score and with this bowling lineup, I'm sure Kane would have done his usual captaincy magic on this game, right? So we really missed him. And on that, let's wrap this up. Sunrisers Hyderabad is still in the fourth position. I think we now have to win 3 of our 4 remaining games. That seems to be a tall order considering that Bairstow is leaving and we will lose Warner in the next couple of games. So it's going to be a really exciting finish to the season, and let's hope Sunrisers win those 3 games. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much, friends, for listening to us. This is the Crazy Counters team. We, Shekhar, Vijay and Ram, signing out. Please like, subscribe, provide comments. We'd love to hear from you.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.